What if I told you the government's solution for working parents is to tell them to stop working? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover a controversial new plan that has parents across the country furious and why it could mean choosing between your job and your child. Meet a typical Kenyan parent. They work a 9 to 5 job. They have 2 kids under 14. And right now, schools are closed for remote learning. The government just announced a plan to help. But here's the twist. The help is unpaid leave. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich announced the framework on Sunday. It allows one parent and families with young children to take unpaid leave, or halat, while schools remain closed. The government says it will fund employers during this period, but for the parent, no paycheck. This move has sparked immediate outrage. Opposition leader Yair Lapid slammed the plan, calling it disconnected from reality. He asked a simple, devastating question. How does the finance minister think these people will pay at the supermarket or cover their electricity bills? Imagine that choice. Stay home with your kids, watch your bank account drain, or go to work, leave your young children alone. For many, it's an impossible decision. And here's what makes it even more controversial. The Home Front Command just allowed employees to return to workplaces in person, but the education system is still closed, so the message is confusing. You can go back to work, but good luck if you have kids. The government says it understands. Smotrich clarified that the return to work guidelines aren't mandatory. He promised a special compensation framework would be published in the coming days, but parents are hearing promises, not solutions. And they've heard this before. This framework is modeled on arrangements from previous crises, like the start of the Israel-Hamas war in 2023. And during the 12-day war with Iran in June, many were also placed on unpaid leave during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. So this isn't new. It's a recycled crisis response. But here's the part that will blow your mind. Under the new proposal, there are some small easings. The minimum time to qualify for unemployment benefits during unpaid leave drops from 30 days to just 14 consecutive days. The government also says there will be no deduction of vacation days and cancellation of legally mandated waiting days. It's a slight improvement, but it's still unpaid leave. The core problem remains: how do you live with no income? Meanwhile, the finance ministry is working on a separate plan. A compensation package for businesses, including the self-employed whose revenue has been hit. That plan is expected in the coming days. So businesses get a compensation plan. Parents get unpaid leave. Do you see the disparity? The backlash is nationwide. Parents are flooding social media with stories of financial panic. Opposition lawmakers are calling it a catastrophic failure of policy. The government says it's the best they can do during wartime. But critics say it abandons working families. It tells them their labor isn't valued if they also have to care for children. This exposes a massive fault line in crisis management. Who gets protected? The answer, right now, seems to be not parents. Implications are huge. If this plan moves forward, it could push thousands of families, already strained by war, into deeper financial crisis. It sets a precedent that childcare is a personal burden, not a societal priority. Some say it's a necessary, if painful, wartime measure. Others say it's a heartless betrayal of those raising the next generation. So we're left with one burning question. When a nation is at war, who truly has your back? Is it the government offering unpaid leave, or is it you, alone, figuring out how to survive?